What's good, guys? So earlier this week I received this brand new action figure which I'm quite excited about for a couple of reasons. So this is from Square Enix Products. It's not a Figma, it's not an S.H.Figuarts, it's from Square Enix Products, who do the Articulation figurines, which are quite large, quite expensive. So this is their brand new Bring Art 6-inch action figure line. And this is the first figure of them, the Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora action figure. Yes, it's funny that we're getting Kingdom Hearts 3 action figures before we've even got the game. This is the second, at least, figurine or toy, whatever, from the game before we've got the game. So I haven't actually opened it. I'm going to open it on video for you. I've just kind of taken like a peek through the window, see what's up with this. On first glimpse, it doesn't look too bad. It pretty much looks like a small-scale version of the KHII figurines. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we'll find out. But for now, let's just begin with the figure in the box. So this is the front of the box. It's if you know the Play Arts figurines, then they pretty much use a sort of themed box art of whatever the IP is. So Kingdom Hearts 3 in this case. So it's got nice border detailing and graphics on there with the Kingdom Hearts 3 text and Bring Arts text as well. And then the Disney logo up on the top, which you can't see properly, but you can see the bottom of it. And then the Square Enix logo in the top right as well. And then moving across to the sides, you have all the Kingdom Hearts iconography that they've been using for a good few years now. And then towards the bottom, a strip for the Bring Arts line. The back is mostly just Japanese text on, I don't know, age ratings and stuff like that. And then a few pictures of the figurine itself. Interestingly enough, these figurines are, the pictures are quite artsy. They're the promo shots that actually released online a few months ago anyway. So they're not actual, here's just a figurine. There's just weird, they're kind of weird photos in my honest opinion. But whatever, it's just a box. Or even though I like packaging. And then the other side, it's the same thing as the opposite side. And then the top and bottom. Top is like that. Bottom is like so. It's quite close to the normal Play Arts boxes, as far as I know as well. I haven't purchased Play Arts Kai large figurines for a good while, but this is quite reminiscent from my recollection of them. So let's just open this up. I'm just going to open it on camera as well and hope for the best. I'm quite excited about it, just because I'm quite a big fan of Kingdom Hearts in general, and now also I've enjoyed the 6-inch action figure line of my favorite IPs and series. So this should hopefully fit in line with those things quite decently. So putting the box to the side, and then how does this guy open? So here he is again, just now in the inner packaging. Oh, okay, he rests a bit differently. Okay, it's split apart, so there's 2 layers to it. I'd usually expect, this is the top layer, I'd usually expect this to be the bottom layer, and then this is the stand. So you get a heart stand, and then the usual pincer based parts of the stand itself. I'll try and open those if I can as well, but generally I try to gloss over the stand accessories because they're usually the same old, just different. Okay, so opening the actual action figure. So here he is again. Hopefully nothing drops out. Whoop, and something did drop out. One of his hands. Let's just pop that back in there. As you can see, you get 3 additional pairs of hands. I'll try to tilt it a bit better. I'll leave that be. So 3 additional pairs of hands. You get the Keyblade. I actually can't remember the name of this new Keyblade. You get an alternate head, which is more of a serious looking kind, and then you get the Keyblade conversion. So this is like a gun, I suppose, and this is like a crossbow. And then of course the action figure himself. So Let's take him out. Let's just tip everything over. Forget it. Let's just go all in. So, I'll go with the action figure first because that's what everyone is looking forward to, and me too included. So, I'm going to have to hold him up today because the camera angle, well, I had to shift it to fit the box in. So, this is my first time looking at this action figure, just the same as with a lot of you guys. And on first glimpse, it's not too bad. Let's bring him closer so you can see his face and such. So, let's just try and get that focused a bit. There we go. So that's his head. The paint and the sculpt on his hair looks decent. The hoodie looks okay as well. I think the paint it's not bad. I like it. If I'm honest with myself, I probably have seen a bit better, but you know, it's serviceable so far. And okay, so just moving his arms a bit. Let's just pan him up. And then his legs, his pants, always with the baggy pants. And then his shoes as well. I mean, he's slightly older in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I guess Sora will never change from the big boots. And then on the bottom of his shoes. Okay, so he has the crown detail at the bottom, which is a nice little touch. And what other details can we find? So, the cross hatch on the collar of his hoodie, and then the crown necklace as well, which is sculpted on. And I guess that's covers him. Yeah. Let's see if you can move the hoodie. No, you can't. There is a bit of paint bleeding just down here. I haven't actually never gone this detailed in any of my action figures really, but because it's a Square Enix figurine, I'm what's the word? Hesitant about them because I feel like they've gotten, for the most part, worse over the years with their PlayArt skyline in terms of sculpt, build, paint, and of course pricing. So let's see how he is. So in terms of articulation, this is his first time moving this guy fully, so his head can move up a fair distance. Oh, okay, maybe too fair, such that it pulled off. Okay, so he's got a different sort of joint to his head. I wasn't intending to do that, but it's been done now. So, okay, that was quite easy to pull off. Maybe too easy, in fact, as well. But okay, so that's the head done. So he goes up about this far. Then maybe I was too forceful the first time around. So he goes up about that far, and then of course he can turn it to his left and to his right relatively easily. He can probably go around. Yeah, he can, but you don't really want to. His arms, shoulders go up about a decent amount. Naturally, you're not really going to go much further than that anyway. His elbows bend in reasonably well. That's about as far as they go. And then his wrists twist around, and they do have some movement attached to them as well. Apologies for the constant in and out focus. I'm filming this on my cell phone, OnePlus 5 by the way, so this is the second time I'm doing anything on here, so now it's just constantly focusing on my hand. There we go, that's better. If you have any tips for better focus on a phone, then by all means do share that. So getting back to the articulation, so his leg can go up around that much, which is fine. He doesn't have any thigh swivel per se. He has the usual hip movement. Again, sorry for the lack of focus. There we go. He can move that. It's not a pulling joint or anything. And then his knee bends back that much. I did skip over his torso, which I will get back to. And then his foot. His foot, well, okay, there we go. So there's a joint, like, right there. So, okay, so he can pivot a bit. It's almost like he's got a foot in a foot. And by that, this is on the looser side of things. I expect joints to get looser over time anyway, which most figures do. Hopefully it's not like a Revotech figure where they loosen up immensely such that the figurine almost becomes impossible to play around with afterwards. He can't really bend his foot. There's no toe bend, which is just a little bit disappointing. So yeah, that's that. Oh, actually, the torso as well. So, yes. So here you can bend forwards, like so, and then backwards, about that much. So it's pretty reasonable. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I do wish they had a like thigh swivel or something there. I noticed that they didn't in the packaging anyway, and a lot of Play Art KHII these days don't include that. And then the toe joint. I'm on the negative side of this, of why there's no toe joint. It's just a bizarre one to have. I mean, if you want, he's just kind of going to be a bit weird looking now. I'll have to move him back a bit so you can kind of see it better, but do you understand what I'm saying? He's just not going to have that toe joint. I'll show Figuarts in just a minute as well to explain my point. But overall, okay, he's not too bad. He's not too bad so far. You know, overall, paint-wise, sculpt-wise, articulation-wise, it's decent. Let me shift his camera down just a little bit so we can see him standing properly. Apologies for doing this right now. I'm not going to edit it out because that would just take forever. So here he is standing. Well, he was standing. So he's okay. He's not too bad. He stands decently. It helps that he's got big feet to do that with. So it's decent. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Again, I'm very, very relaxed about it. A bit more apprehensive, if you like, just because it's Square Enix. And I haven't really bought much from them in a long while. And if I have, I don't really open their stuff anymore. I just keep them in the box. So that's the figurine itself. Let's look at the extra head. I already showed you that can be changed accidentally, but I did show you. So, the paintwork is decent. It's very much the same as what you expect from a Play Arts figurine as well. Probably could be a bit nicer looking instead of the whole Vaseline and gloss thing that they got going on with all the faces. That's what kind of irks me about Play Arts in general, and they've kind of, sorry about that, they've kind of carried that over to the Bring Arts as well. They're just very glossy figurines for some reason, well, on the face paint side of things. This is the crossbow version of the Keyblade. I can't remember the exact terms for this, forgive me about that. And then it's got the chain tassel. Let me move him out of the way because he's just ruining my focus. And then the chain, which you can't, well, no, it's not a real chain, but that bit is actually a metal one, metal ring, and then that's the end of it with the charm, star charm at the end. So that's the crossbow, and then this is, wait, sorry, did I say crossbow? Maybe, oh, they're both the same. Well, very similar, actually. Yeah, quite similar. So this is the other one. Like I said, I don't know the correct terms of them, so forgive me for not finding out beforehand. Actually, the word might have been on the instructions, now that I think about it. I'm going to take a quick gander and pull that out for you guys. It's probably going to be all in Japanese, but hey, we can learn together. And it's not just in Japanese. So these are called, parts can be attached to the figures. Okay, sure. It doesn't actually tell you. Helpful, very helpful. Anyway, no big deal. So that's that. So one comes with the charm chain at the end, the other one doesn't. And then his additional pair of hands. So these are 2 pairs of hands. These are the loose Hands, no real grip on them. And these are the pistol hands. Whoop. The pistol hands. And then the open grip hands. Pretty standard stuff. The paint is a bit dirty on it, not the cleanest job, but whatever. And the Keyblade itself, so this is the only one that comes with it. It's nice and colourful. Just show you that. Let's focus on the end of it. So it's not too bad. I have a feeling it looks better actually on the screen than it does in person. And then that's the same charm, I believe, that is on the other one. Yes, it is the same. And then the other side, it's more of the same colouring. So that's cool. It's a decent quality. I don't want to bend it too much and break it on camera, and then you'll see me crying on camera, and etc, etc. But yeah, it's decently sturdy as well. So let's have him grab it as well. So let's swap one of the hands. Okay, that was easy to do. Again, it's a slightly different connector compared to your usual Figma and S.H.Figuarts. So I'm going to change it with, which hand was I going to do? This one, I believe, the open grip hand. So let's add that on. Whoop. If it goes in, does it go in? Does it go in? Does it go in? Oh no, it's not going in for me. I might have to just forego this. But no, I shall do this. Okay, it's not working for me. Let's just twist it on. Oh, and his head's come off. Okay, so it's a bit of a struggle to get it on. Okay, I've done it. His head did come off though in the process. So let's just plug his head back on. That's okay. We kind of figured out that his head will come off a bit easy anyway. And then, well, his hand actually, now I look at it even closer, kind of looks weird. It's very stubby looking. And then the paint on here, this is the original fist that came with it, it's, I don't know, it kind of looks like, to me it looks a bit bloody. It may not look so bloody to you guys. It's like he's probably punched some Heartless right in the face. Alright, so, and then see if we can connect this Keyblade on. Is it going relatively easily, I hope? I don't want to like pull his arm off as well. It might have been easy just to actually do the hand first. Okay, here we go. I've done it. Yeah. Okay, so relatively easy to do that. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. So I can't remember if he should be inside or over the top. But whatever, let's just deal with it how it is now. Anyway, so let's pose him for a little bit. So for a few, I don't know, let's have him look at the camera as well. Okay, so he's a bit harder to pose now all of a sudden. But I am also rushing for the camera. So there we go. He is posed now. Let's move him around a bit. So he's not too bad. He functions as a 6-inch action figure. He's got some mobility, or articulation and movement that you'd expect, minus a toe joint. Painting is a bit sloppy at times. I mean, even here, for me, it looks a bit bloody. His hands, the joints, the finger, each individual finger looks a bit too pinkish, reddish for me, like he's been punching someone in the face. Maybe Ansem, I don't know. Okay, so he's fallen down. And he did stand originally quite easily. I guess with the Keyblade, with the weight distribution, it's a bit different now. So let's just try that again. We're almost there. We are almost there. Come on, Sora. Don't play difficult. Alright, so there we go. So now that's done. Now, to top it all off, let's quickly bring in First, a Figma for a size comparison. So this is a Figma. The ears are cheating a bit. This was the last video I did, so check it out, of Deku from My Hero Academia. And that's the Figma. He's a bit taller than Deku, actually. And then the S.H.Figuarts, I will bring in Ryu. And, okay, the Keyblade is just covering his face. Ryu is taller than Sora, which you'd kind of expect anyway. And he fits well overall together with him. I would imagine Deku and Sora are about the same height. So that's decent. So let's bring them back out. So we can see that he goes well with them. I will just briefly pull out the stand, which I have to open separately, actually, which is a bit... Okay, so that comes with a different layer on the stand piece. That's just part of the box, that's the packaging. I'm not going to connect into the stand because that's just extra headache. And it's a bit of a struggle to pull this out anyway, but I'll show you the base. So this is the base that comes with this Sora action figure. It's quite cool, it's neat. It's the same heart that we all have come to know over the years of Kingdom Hearts. And then of course you just have to connect the actual stand piece there, clasp it around him, and hey presto, you are done. I'm not going to take that out, sadly. Not this time. It's probably going to be quite similar to the Play Arts KHII stuff. So this video has been going on long enough now anyway. I've covered everything that this guy comes with. I'm going to take a quick third gander, since I had to pull out the instructions into the box. Inside of the box, FYI, is more of the iconography of Mickey Mouse head, crown, and the heart. That's inside the box. And I am running out of breath now, and words to say as well. So overall, if you like Kingdom Hearts, you might be impressed with this. That said, remember, this is an S.H.Figuarts. S.H.Figuarts are also now releasing a Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora action figure at the end of 2017. You can pre-order him now as well. And I believe they've also announced Goofy. At least I'm pretty sure Goofy is coming out as well. So now that's going to be an interesting one, because I'm a big fan of SHF figures in general. Bring Arts is a brand new line, which this is, the first of. Whereas SHF have been doing figures for yonks now. So whether you want to get this Bring Arts one, or whether you want to wait for the SHF Sora, this is just an example, and this is not the best SHF example either. Just think about Dragon Ball, that's what they do. So if you want to wait for SHF Sora, which is based on Kingdom Hearts 2 version, that does look pretty damn amazing in the promo shots right now, better than the Kingdom Hearts 3 in my honest opinion. So take a look at both ones, see which one you want. If you can afford both, get both. Why not? I am, because I'm a sucker. But choose wisely, I think, because this is a difficult choice, because Bring Art Sora is not the cheapest figurine around. He did cost me around, how can I say, about 55 British pounds after all was said and done, which is not cheap by any means. Whereas SHF, you can sometimes get them a bit cheaper, especially if they're standard release, which Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is a standard release. So that's my opinion of this Bring Arts and of the upcoming Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. The rest is up to you, fellow viewers. Which one is your most preferred, manufacturer or something, or even Kingdom Hearts 2 or Kingdom Hearts 3. So with that, I shall leave you be, and I shall end with just him staring at you. Peace out.